me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you.
Shayna, as usual, got another good one for you.
All right, what's up? Bring it to. Oh,
did you see the lady that post something on TikTok about going to the Cheesecake Factory on the first day?
I did. So, first of all, backstory on this. They had reservations at a different place.
A nicer place.
She made them miss the reservation. Okay. So he's like, boom, we're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory. You know, Cheesecake Factory is nice. It's, you know, first of all the restaurants are kind of just different now. Like Applebee's used to be the place to go, and I cannot stand Applebee's right now. But you know, ma'am, this was your fault. So she is, and you know, another thing about everybody want to videotape something. Oh, I gotta videotape it. He trying to get me to go to Cheesecake Factory, so she wouldn't get out of the car. So he proceeds to leave. So we saw the video in two different. I saw it on Instagram. It was two different posts. So the first post was just like, oh, he want me to go to Cheesecake Factory, and I'm not going to Cheesecake Factory. And so then we saw more of the video.
I have the whole video in its entirety. Would you like to let's look at bits and pieces and just elaborate?
Okay.
Because this is I just really want to see what you think about this kind of stuff here. It's
Would you want me to open the door for you? Okay. You're recording me?
Yeah.
okay. So what's happening right now, guys, is that the guy just got out of the car. He went over to the other side and he's looking at her. Actually, he was getting ready to open her door, Shayna. Getting ready to open her door and say, hey, just like a gentleman does, to let her out. And he said, are you recording me?
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory.
She said, yeah, it's
This
the
is the
Cheesecake Factory.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain
And
restaurant.
he asked what was wrong with a Cheesecake Factory, and he said, what's wrong with it?
She said this is a chain restaurant.
And what's wrong with chain restaurants?
I mean, it's not McDonald's, man.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. But to him, I'm gonna need to see the rest of his outfit because he didn't really look like he was ready to go to a nicer restaurant anyway. Yeah. I need to maybe it's a button down. Is it a button down?
In front of them?
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
This was just to me, it made us look bad.
Definitely, definitely.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because the least you could have done was say, well, hey, let me try to find
Is that right?
a different
He
place
said,
for us.
he said, so did you expect for me to go all out on a first date? Is that right? And she said,
Look at, it's not, when you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well.
let me stop right there. What is cherish?
She think they done got married or something.
You're supposed to cherish. She said, cherish her. Let me see. Cherish. The woman explained that when a man courts a beautiful woman, he should cherish her and treat her well. Cherish means to hold dear. You're like high, noble. All of this is big feelings. All of this, and she just met him, Shayna.
This is why she's still dating.
Shayna, but she said, my husband cherishes me now because it's been 30 years in 3 months. Okay, I cherish him. We should cherish each other. We've been together a long time. Is this their first date?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to make clear.
And I agree.
Oh, you see what he's wearing?
As I expect, with the expectations for myself
Okay.
to keep you safe, you know?
This is why I think some of this stuff is just made up, Shayna, because, or just to get publicity or people to see, because you're going to complain about him taking you to the Cheesecake Factory, but you did not complain about him dressed like that, and you're dressed in an after 5.
Right.
He's in an after 1 or a 2 p.m. No, not really. Still, it looks like I want to say a gown, but it does look like a dress. And okay, so she didn't complain about that. She complained about the Cheesecake Factory and him not cherishing her.
Respect you.
And respect.
To pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
You've been pretty
And then-
nice, but
And then,
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with.
And apparently
on the first
other
date.
people felt the same.
I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least,
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
well, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm.
Guys, he is being a perfect gentleman in my book.
He is.
She is making women look bad. I do understand that he made the statement that he's going to say it. I'm going to let you guys hear it. That she did not want him to come inside of her house. That's understandable. First date, I don't know you. That's understandable. Why?
I don't even need him to pick me up. I'll meet you.
Right, exactly. And that is the truth. You said a whole mouthful. But why did you have that man waiting a whole hour when he told you to be ready at 4? He made reservations to a good restaurant where you guys were supposed to be there at 5. That's why he told you to be ready at 4. And you was going to be there early, and it was going to be a nice restaurant. But because you drug your ass and didn't want to come down there and be on time, he got the next best thing. Because I know there are some guys that would have been like, oh, so this is what we're doing? I'm not going to even come and get you because you already messed up and you're somebody I don't want to deal with. And I know one personally like that. I had him on the show. He was like, oh, he don't play them games. You better come correct. She was late and then got mad, but he was still being a gentleman. Okay, you're late. Let me get some reservations somewhere else at the last moment. And if anybody knows about going out, getting good restaurants, that last minute bull crap, you're going to get your last minute bull crap.
Right.
So, but I still think Cheesecake was still good enough for a first date. But nevertheless, She didn't want the boy in her house. I understand that. She don't know him. But she made him wait a whole hour. Why? And who are you? Who are you to sit and want this man to bow down to you? What if, Shayna, what if he was that man, like on Eddie Murphy's Coming to America? Act like he was poor, taking you to regular places, trying to see what kind of real girl you were. Are you down to earth? Do you like me for who I am? Can we go anywhere and you'll be okay with it? Or are you going to be somebody that's like, oh, I don't go to chain restaurants? She would have never goddamn Coming to America Eddie Murphy, because her ass would have failed the test. Ooh, 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 on that one look. I like, what do you like? Whatever you like.
But that's why she's single.
Huh?
This is why she's single.
This is why she's single. Okay.
That or woman hand?
I think this is staged, guys.
Okay. Yeah, I can respect that. I can respect that.
He's a nice looking guy.
I got to your apartment to pick you up. You didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too.
I can respect
We're not,
that.
we're not there.
He said they got to the apartment. She didn't want to pick him up.
And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
but
I got myself all made
nothing
up.
wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. Right?
She said she got herself all made up. She doing everything she.
Look at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
Well, we were gonna go. Look at her face.
That's where we should have went. All right, right there.
That's where he wanted to take you. But your.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 a.m. At 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs.
He better than me, cause
Shayna, like I said, I know someone who was a guest on my show. If he said 4, you would have had to be there at 4. And first of all, if he had came to your door to open your door and you act like you didn't want to get out, it's like, okay, it's time to go back home anyway. You already know.
First of all, I would have left after 10 minutes. Like,
He waited an hour for her.
Yeah,
but
he
she's
crazy.
acting like she's a goddess or something. And ladies, she's making us look bad. And honestly, I think that this is just something made up to get people something to talk about. And look at us. We're talking about it. This is terrible, because this is not how you treat someone who is a gentleman like this guy is. He's been as much as a gentleman as he could be. He is doing everything he should do. He doesn't know her and vice versa. So, but she's wanting something from him as if he knows everything about her and she's a goddess or a prince. A princess. If you were a princess, you need to get a prince that you can expect these things, and he knows what to expect. But you are an everyday person with a green dress on, and you want him to bow down. You want him to take you to somewhere on the moon and, light a candle up there. Not right. Shayna, what? Tell me.
no, I mean, she just making me mad.
What is she
because even when he was like pulling off, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna take you home. That's what she was like.
Wait a minute. Oh, he said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
So-
she couldn't believe it.
Oh no, now you begging.
Yeah.
Did
you hear that part?
I watched, when I watched the video, but now you begging, like, are you really taking me
She's
home?
like a damn fool.
Like, yeah, you said you didn't want this, but you're really gonna take me home? Yeah, where else are we going, ma'am?
Where do you want to go? I'm not about to make some more reservations to a high-end restaurant where the waiting line is going to be 9 hours. When we had one, we were good to go, and you wanted to just be that fashionably late. But no, ma'am, I don't know you. Don't be fashionably late. You're not looking like you're fashionably should be late. You should be early. You think because you got on a green dress. I'm not trying to bash this woman. She's not a bad-looking woman, but you made it look bad for us. All women are not like that man, but if you were to kick them to the curb or even not take them any further or just dismiss them right after they said something dumb like she did, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory, that would have been the end of the conversation with us both. I would have looked at her and gave her a smile and been like, no, we're not going to the Cheesecake Factory.
And I'm not taking you back to the house. Go on and call you an Uber, sis.
Okay, so I would not do it. No, I wouldn't do it Shayna's way, of course. But I would say, no, we're not going to the Cheesecake Factory. Where we're going right now is back to your home if you like to go there, because I picked you up there. I'm going to drop you off there because I don't have nothing else for you. I don't even want to communicate. So that's where we're going. But
but I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home.
She's explaining about her job taking her so long. So if your job took you longer than expected and you knew you had reservations and you knew that this man was going to be here at a certain time, I think the appropriate thing to have that you should have done was, look, wherever you take me is okay. We're already late. It's my fault. And I'm so sorry. I was supposed to get off at 3. And I didn't get off until 3:45. So when I got home at 4, it took me that whole hour to get ready at 5. And that's why I'm a whole hour late. Cheesecake Factory, hey, I love cheesecake. Love daggone pasta, lasagna, all of that. So, yeah.
And that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been,
And he was still willing to be a gentleman.
if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time of the reservation.
She's saying right now it really wasn't that late. I mean, come on, guys. It was a
because
whole
maybe
hour.
you could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there, and while we're in the parking lot.
And he's such a gentleman. He's still talking to her. This is a long conversation after you've
I
been.
would have went on in Cheesecake. You can stay here.
I mean,
I literally
don't
said,
understand.
Sit here in the car.
Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
there's nothing.
I will not.
I really do feel that this was just
That's
something for
embarrassing.
people to do.
As I said,
We
I
caught
have
the bait.
certain expectations. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully,
She wasn't expecting that. She wasn't expecting him to say, we're not right for each other, I'm going to take you home.
Want to call it a night?
Listen to the begging, guys.
I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
Compromise.
Cheesecake is the compromise, girl.
I'm sorry, y'all. If I don't feel respected,
Anyway. So, Shayna, okay, so we don't need to see anymore. It's just, guys, she really did make women look bad. I really believe that this was just something to have on TikTok to see how many views she could get. She didn't get that many because this is clearly some craziness. I mean, every woman out here knows, even the ones that love to go to nice, elegant, 5-star, good restaurants, such as my seasoned self, and I think you are the same. I don't know no girl that would not like to go to nice restaurants. However, if you are the blamed or you are the fault why the reservations were not, you were late.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that was just it. But I just wanted to know you guys' opinion. We wanted to talk about it. What do you think, Shayna?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of women act like this, actually.
What?
They want you to put them up on a pedestal, and it's like, for me, I'm cool. Like, me and my boyfriend, first day, we went to the park.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Like, I love to go for walks in the park.
So
and it's quiet.
nice,
Y'all can actually
Shayna.
talk and get to know each other.
Yes.
Like, I think when he asked me, he was testing me to try to see if I was going to be like, hell no.
And you
But
passed the
I
test.
was like, yeah, I do.
Yeah, you going back to Africa. You ain't coming to America. You've been sold, baby.
Yeah, I do want to go to the park.
Crazy.
I actually like stuff like that. So,
yes.
yeah, but
You
I
would have passed that test if he was just trying to see where your head was.
Yeah, but I mean, and there are guys. Well, like I said, he's one of those guys because he tried to take her somewhere else. So, ma'am, you wouldn't even made it to my car because me sitting outside your house for an hour is crazy.
Like I said, I had someone on my show who would have waited maybe 5 minutes. And I'm going to give him 10 just because I just want to give him 10. He wouldn't have waited 10. It'd have been like, oh, So I done told you last week where we were going and the time, the place, everything, and then you're gonna, well, not the place, but the time, and you're gonna just not, you ain't even text me and say you're running late. You haven't, oh, okay, so you're not at home. That's how I figured. He would have burned rubber off.
Yeah, and it's one thing to have him wait because, you know, whatever you had to do with work, you gonna make him wait in the car?
In the car, and then text him and let him know that, oh, I'm so sorry,
Yeah,
my job.
He good and crazy. He must really want to go out with this girl because ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna sit outside your house for an hour in my car.
But guys, we would like to know what you think about this. This is funny. It's funny to me, and it's crazy and it's sad because she just made us look bad. If you could DM us and let us know your opinion on this craziness. Some of the things that I read, pardon me, some of the things that I read in the comments was so terrible. They were calling this girl out of her name, talking about, ho, you wouldn't, talking about you weren't even good enough to be doing all that for in the damn first place. Did you see yourself in the mirror before you? But anyway, we're not going to go there. But please, guys, DM us and let us know what you think. As always, feel the rumble and
listen to the roar. We'll see you guys next week.
all right, next week.
Bye.
Bye.